I actually, when I was on the Mad Rabbit, I was looking at your different Instagrams. Like you have you have a couple different Instagrams for Lonely Cowboy, and then Convo KEEGS, and then your own personal
Yeah.
IG. All those designs on your personal IG, dude. Those are so
Yeah.
fucking cool. Those are sick. I
Thanks,
was like,
man. I
wait a minute.
appreciate it.
Where did this come from? I didn't know you were like artistically talented. Like
Yeah, I
that's
appreciate
so
it. I
cool. What do
appreciate
you
it.
like what do you do? Do you make
So
stuff?
that's actually so funny that you just said that. Let's introduce the show
Yeah,
real
yeah, yeah,
quick.
yeah, yeah.
But I'm gonna leave part of that in. Welcome back to another episode of Skin Deep, a play on Combos with Keegs
Yes.
with Mad Rabbit University and Lonely Cowboy. I'm Kellen. That's Griff. Funny you asked that because this is like one of my big
Oh
announcements
yeah.
for this
Oh my
podcast.
god.
I'm gonna start tattooing soon.
No. Dude,
Yeah.
let's go. That's fire.
Yep. I am. This is like the next step
Yes.
in my career. I've been waiting for it, and now seems like the best time.
Dude,
So
that is awesome. Walk me through it.
yeah,
What's going on? Are you gonna are you going to a school, or are you just learning? Like you have to do an apprenticeship, right?
well, that's the thing. You
You
don't
don't?
now. No,
Whoa.
you can kind of. I mean, luckily, I've had 3 years of experience in the
Hmm.
industry. Like, like the last 3 years of pretty much my life has been dedicated to tattoos.
Yeah.
Just me not doing
Right.
them. But through all the relationships I've made with artists and people in the space, I kind of already know how it
Hmm.
goes. And like, you know, the I know all the business side of it, how to market yourself as an artist and everything. Um, so now I'm taking a course online and just watching a shitload of YouTube
Yeah.
videos, asking artist friends like, what machines are well, I already know what machine I want. But like just needle size for the designs that I want to do, and then, aftercare products, which, you know,
I
Mad
love
Rabbit
it.
has
Exactly.
aftercare. um,
Exactly.
but there's just so much things, like even the fucking paper towels you use matter. The
Mm.
sanitation is one of the most important things. So it's just basic stuff that I already knew just from being around it so
Right.
much. Um, and now it's just a matter of practicing a
Yep.
shit ton. Um, and luckily, I don't really care about the tattoos. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't care if I put tattoos on myself if they look like
Mm.
shit, because I'll just black it
Right.
out.
Right.
Like, so I'm gonna cover my whole front right leg. That's gonna be like my practice canvas,
Damn.
as well as like fake skin and
Right.
stuff. But to a point, fake skin is almost harder to tattoo on. From
Mm.
all like the people I've
Really
asked and videos I've watched, yeah, fake skin is a little bit more difficult.
interesting.
Um, but yeah, my front leg will be where I start practicing, and then I'll be a tattoo artist.
Dude, that's fucking crazy. I don't know if you just heard, but I just farted.
No, I didn't.
I was like, sorry, no, not to cut you off, but dude, that's awesome, man.
No, that's fine.
Um,
Thank you, man.
that's crazy. I did not. I mean, it's funny that I brought up the designs on your IG because it makes a lot of sense that you would start to get into tattoos because those
Mhm.
designs were super cool. Um, but yeah, man, that's awesome. I I don't know if I could black out my leg, bro. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
so you just want to practice on there and put some.
I haven't. Yeah, I have an idea for like a sleeve, not even a sleeve. It's like a half sleeve, but it's not a half sleeve in the way you would think about
Yeah,
it, right? Like if when I think of a half sleeve, I think of like ankle to
right.
knee or wrist to
Hmm.
elbow. That's what I think about a half sleeve. I'm gonna cover half of my full leg.
Hmm.
So just like the front side of my
Right,
leg, because doing the back would be kind of a
right.
bitch.
When you say full leg, are you going down past your knee? Are you going thigh?
Yeah, ankle to thigh.
Holy
Yeah,
smokes! Yeah,
yeah.
and you're just gonna rip it. You're gonna practice.
I'm gonna get kind of a bunch of designs that I
Right.
want, place them on my leg accordingly, and then yeah, just keep fucking practicing. That's the name of the game,
Right.
is just having
Right.
time with the
I've
machine.
I've seen trends on on social media of people doing exactly what you're doing. They'll just, but it's like an everyday thing. Each day they'll put a new tattoo on their body. And
Yeah, no, no, I won't
yeah,
do that.
no, that's kind of crazy.
Because
But
my pieces are going to be a little bit bigger, so they're going to take time to, um, you know, if I'm tattooing myself in one day, I'll probably try and go as long as I
yeah,
can, and then the next day I'll do the same, and then take a week off. But the healing process is just like,
yeah,
I don't want to be tattooing
yeah.
every day.
Do you have any concerns for this whole process, or are you mainly just excited to get into it?
Honestly, not many concerns, because this was always the plan.
Yeah.
Like, I always wanted to be a tattoo
Mhm.
artist, and I've been thinking about it for as long as I can remember. Um, I just got to a point now where I'm like, I have nothing to
Right.
lose. Like, as far as all the Cowboy shit's going, like, I have to stop promoting other artists and start focusing
Yeah.
on myself. Like, I've learned all the business side of marketing for
Right.
tattoos and that industry. So now it's time
Mhm.
for me to kind of make all the hard work pay off,
Dude,
I
that's
guess.
awesome. That's so cool. What's the
Yeah.
yeah?
You,
What are you gonna say?
what were you gonna?
I was
No,
just
what
gonna
were you
say,
gonna
what's the
say?
timeline? Like, when do you want to officially get started with this?
Well, as soon as
Yeah,
possible,
ASAP.
like as soon as I can. Yeah. Um, and that's kind of the beauty of like me not really giving a fuck about what I put on my legs, because most tattoo artists aren't gonna dedicate a whole
Right,
leg to
right, dude.
practice. So I have a little bit of an advantage
Yeah,
there. Um, and yeah, I'm just really more excited to get started, and I'm anxious to
yeah.
get started. Like, I don't, it's one of those things where now that I think about it, and now that I've
Mhm.
accepted that that is the path I'm going to go on, I
Yeah,
want to go like right
yeah.
fucking now.
It's it's really interesting to think about how tattoo artists get to be so good, because when you think
Hmm.
about it, either you can use like this shitty fake skin, which people don't really like to practice on because it's not hyper realistic, or you actually
Yeah.
have to literally tattoo someone, even when you're not as good as the standard, right?
Yeah.
So you have to. It's high pressure scenarios all the time. I can't imagine that. It's almost like you're a surgeon, kind of, except you're
Yeah.
and you're still risking your face, but it's not like you're risking a life necessarily. I mean, you could kill someone, but you know what I
Yeah.
mean. It's so
Yeah.
high
Yeah. Yeah.
pressure scenario all the time. It's just crazy how like how much too you have to practice and get good at it, and the only way to do it is to literally tattoo people, and if you fuck up, it's like you just fucked up that person's tattoo, you know.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of why my mind is a little bit more at ease, is because I know I'm going to do it myself
Exactly.
a
Yeah.
lot. And there's, I, yeah, I could fuck up, but then I'll just black
Exactly.
it out. Like, I just
Exactly.
don't
Yeah.
care,
Yeah.
Do you know Rage Against the Machine?
I've definitely heard of it.
I'm going to send you a design I'm going to put on myself from that.
Hold on.
I'll send you another one that I'm going to put on myself. These are classified, so don't. And then I'm going to do this last one right
Oh
above
yeah,
my
the
knee.
band.
This is the last one is from the show, and it's my favorite. It's like my favorite show of all time.
Let me see this.
So that's like, as my style of tattooing is going to be very, very, very niche to
Yeah.
me. Like, I'm not really going for a specific
Mm,
genre of
right.
tattoos.
Are these designs that you made?
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's so cool. How do you make these designs? Are you using like Procreate or
Adobe
or you
Fresco. So I just find references that I like and then
just
manipulate them just a tiny bit in a way that um, I
Mhm,
enjoy. And, you know, I don't really have, I can't really pinpoint the style.
mhm.
It's like just thick, thick
Bold.
black
It's kind of
line
bold
work.
too.
Yeah.
Almost a little
Not
simplistic too. Just-
very
Yeah,
simplistic. Yeah.
yeah, that's really
Yeah.
cool.
I don't, probably won't be dabbling in the like fine line.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just not.
yeah. That stuff is hard, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't
Yeah.
even, I wish, like, I think it would be good to have some tattoo artists on this podcast just to learn more about how you get good in a certain style. Because obviously you got to start out with
Yeah.
the basics, right? Learning how to just fucking
Hmm.
tattoo words or some shit, and then you move on to more.
Not even that, dude.
Dude,
Just
yeah, literally
lines,
just lines,
like
right?
straight
You
lines.
know?
Yeah.
And then dude, it's crazy. I'm trying to think about how many tattoos you have to do before you know, get good. Like maybe it's your first 300, 200, or something like that. It probably depends
Well,
for everybody too, right? Like,
it depends. It also depends on the style you want to do, how you want to market yourself. Like, there's so many things on a business front that go into it. You don't have to be the best realism artist because realism, I guess, is the best representation of like, you see a portrait of Mac Miller that's unbelievable as a photo, and then you see the same thing as a tattoo. Like, that's
right.
fucking crazy. But not if you're a tattoo artist, like you don't have to
Right.
do that, and that's not what I
Mhm.
want to do. There's this one artist that I really enjoy, and his style is the most similar to what I want to
Yeah.
do. Not exact, but it's simple designs, and it's like it, it's just so recognizable to him specifically that no other artist
Yeah.
is doing, and he's making a fucking killing,
Yeah.
and he's got a massive following, and he markets himself great, and you know he does so many extra things to make up
Yeah.
for maybe his lack in
Mhm.
skill for
Right.
tattoo. So it's really just personal
Mhm.
preference on what you
I think it
like.
would be interesting to find out how some tattoo artists come about their unique style to themselves, you know? And
Yeah.
obviously I would think it's a mixture of your interests and what is attractive to you to the eye, but also there's got to
Hmm.
be some meaning, some message behind it too, how you uncovered what it is, that style that you like. If it is, fine line small designs, like I've um Mad Rabbit's really cool because they work with Inked Magazine. They have a shit ton of tattoo artists that they have on standby. The lights went off again. um, but like some of the highlights from those artists are really cool. There's this one girl, and I'm blanking on her name, but she works in these really fine line, small tattoos, but they're um, insanely detailed, down to every little minutia, bro. It's like, how do you make a tattoo that small but still look so good? Like a tiny
Yeah.
little, like a dog face. It's like this big, but you can see every, you know, curvature of the dog's face and the ears, and everything's like super hyper realistic. It's crazy. How do you
Yeah.
get to that point? And how do you find out that that's what you want to do? Super interesting.
Yeah, it's odd. It is interesting. I know. I mean, Peyton does the same
Yeah.
shit. Her attention to detail is
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Um, and I mean, she's doing my one of my sleeves, so I love the style. It's just not how
Right.
I want my
Exactly.
artwork to
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think it even goes
So
beyond tattoo artists too, just how artists find their own style too. Maybe it's more of a innate thing, something you just come upon and you are drawn to just because you are you, and you just
hmm
find that design through yourself, and it's not a cognitive thing that you're thinking about. It just happens, you know. Like
yeah, Yeah.
but it's really cool. I'm excited for you, man. I might even want a tattoo from you when you get good. Not when you start out.
You don't want to be
No
the test
shot. No
subject.
shot. Yeah, but
That's funny.
yeah, so shit, man. I have some good news too, though.
Yeah. Let's hear
So
it.
talk to Sawyer about getting a Mad Rabbit Lonely Cowboy bar rental here on campus, and we're pretty much good to go in April.
Word.
So anytime mid-April
Word.
that you are available and wanna come to Miami, bro, we can make that happen. So
Fuck yeah. Let me look at some
yeah,
dates
and
right now.
then if you want, we can also talk about that on the pod. Just some ideas for exactly what we want to do.
Yeah.
There's obviously some local artists in Cincinnati that I could totally reach out to and just bring, and we could have a little tattoo hub going on, and then also just some college students who want to learn more and um, definitely have a crap ton of Mad Rabbit stuff all over the place too. But uh, yeah,
Yeah.
and the other thing we could do, we could actually bring a setup and film a podcast while we're at the event
That's what I was thinking
so that,
too.
we can have
Yeah.
people listen in and broadcast that shit live. That would be really fucking
I
cool.
could yeah, I have four mics and a
Dude.
roadcaster, so I can just
Yeah, I
bring
mean,
that.
once that mic comes from, like, once you send me that mic too, thank you, by the way, that I could also bring and, um,
That bitch is
really?
heavy though. You don't
Is it
want to be
heavy?
bringing that. Yeah, that thing's like a brick, dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah. The mic. So I have two Blue Yeti mics, and one of them I'm gonna send to you. The other I use for this podcast typically, but I just
Mhm.
don't have it right now. And then I have four other just classic um,
Yeah.
dynamic mics that are lighter weight, and I just hold them. Those are what I use
Mm.
with like when I bring people on
Right,
and have
right, right,
guests
right,
and
right.
shit.
I've seen those before
So
on your reels.
yeah, so those I'll bring those and the Procaster, um, maybe some
Yeah,
headphones, but you
yeah,
don't need headphones, and that's all we
dude,
need
that's
really.
awesome. I'm stoked. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
definitely figure out some dates sometime in April, but um, as long I
hell
just have
yeah.
something on the 22nd and the 21st, so as long as it's not those dates, I think we're good. Um,
Word. Yeah, I'm flexible. I
yeah,
don't really. It
yeah,
doesn't really
but
matter to me.
we, yeah, we're super excited about that, and then got some more commercials coming soon. I've finally been we added on another person to the Mad Rabbit team who's going to work on the Instagram. So all of our,
Hell yeah.
I used to do all of the posts, but now I'll be alleviated from some of that so that I can work on more of the creative marketing stuff and filming some cool content. So, um, yeah,
Nice.
I'm definitely happy about that because it's one thing to manage all the ambassadors, and it's another to make sure that you post stuff online. It's like two different worlds. And at the start, we
Yeah.
had one person managing the ambassadors, and then um, it was just me trying to figure out what to post, but we didn't have a decent connect going on. So I'd always have to fish around for what the ambassadors were doing and trying to find something to post. But now she'll take control over some of that and help me get some posts live so that I don't have to be wondering like what the ambassadors are doing. Um, so
Yeah.
that'll be really good. And I guess I can spoil it a little bit, but we're gonna do a Chef Boyardee commercial too, with some Mad Rabbit bomb. You know,
Nice.
when the can falls down in the aisle and
Yeah.
follows the kid back home. We're gonna do something like that. Which will be
Nice.
yeah.
That'll be
So
sick.
um, literally gonna shoot that with my phone too. So we'll see how that goes. But
Dude, I think iPhone videos they just
yeah,
work way better than
yeah.
like
No, it's
professional.
definitely just raw and not
Yeah.
so serious and um, what's the word? Like crazy high tech.
Yeah. I'm also I mean, I haven't hired someone yet, but I am looking to hire someone to manage the Lonely Cowboy
Oh yeah.
account. Just because if I'm gonna start tattooing, like I want to give that
Yeah.
everything I have,
Yeah.
you know. So I'm hopefully gonna hire someone to do that, and it would really just be like cutting up
Yeah.
podcast clips and posting
Do
art here
you
and there.
a little off topic, do you have Discord or do you know about Discord? So
Yeah.
the one thing that I do want you to do is to join the Mad Rabbit Discord because it's got about
Word.
15,000 members and a crap ton of them are tattoo artists and they all talk in different channels
Damn.
about different things. One of the cool ones is a Flex Your Ink channel, so everyone will post the tattoos that they're working on for clients or clients' actual tattoos. Um, but
Yeah.
a lot of the tattoo artists are ambassadors, right? So there's an ambassador chat, and it's a good hub for more tattoo artists that are commingling with each other, and some of them are really crazy, crazy talented. I mean, obviously they all are,
Fuck
but
yeah.
some are really, really cool.
That'd be sick.
Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
I would definitely join that. I can get you the link, but you can also promote your own stuff in there. There's a channel specifically for like self promos, and everyone's super active in there. Um, so you can
Hell
throw
yeah.
like even if you're looking for someone to run your Instagram that knows things about tattoos, that would be a good place
Hmm.
to just to throw a line. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Yeah. I'm not too familiar with Discord, but I have it for one
Oh
NFT
my
that I
god.
have.
Dude, that's crazy. I did the same thing, bro. Did the same thing, but mine flopped so hard. It flopped so hard. The thing is, the NFT that I went after was I'm gonna botch this. It was not minted yet. Um by that I mean it wasn't they
So you
were
didn't
no,
personally
didn't
mint
per
it.
well, yes, I was going to mint mine, I believe, but none of them I was buying them before they were going to be minted. So that I think and that's what they do. They try to hype up the NFT and get everyone excited and they're like yeah, we're going to mint like 3,000 NFTs, bro, and like 250 of them are going to go crazy like rare, dude. and like and they're like, we're gonna make a
What you
video
mean?
game out of these monkey characters, dude. So obviously I was like,
Oh
yeah,
shit.
dude. And I remember getting in the Discord and
Oh.
I forget how much it was. It was maybe like $300 of Ethereum. And I'm not sure exactly how much that was at the time. Um, but I was like watching through dude, it's crazy in the Discord channels for NFTs um how just I don't want to use the word nerdy, but just how like they
It's very
instantly start,
nerdy.
I can't say this without being explicit. Like they instantly start to suck off the NFT. Like they're just like,
Oh yeah, yeah,
"Oh
yeah.
my god, dude, this is so
Yeah.
cool. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be the next Arctic monkeys or like whatever or bored ape.
Yeah.
Dude, this is gonna be the next bored apes,
Bored
bro."
ape.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
never ended up going through with it because it got really fishy and people were not getting their NFTs and there were I don't if you
Yeah.
know like
Them.
OpenSea where you buy NFTs,
Yep.
they had a couple fake pages for their NFTs. So they had their real site, their real web page on OpenSea, and then other people were making fakes of their NFTs, and some people were accidentally buying those, the fake ones, which
Damn.
that was crazy too. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this.
Yeah, I'm not too educated on the NFT space. The only one that I got was for. Do you know who Sean
Yeah,
O'Malley
dude.
is? So he launched an NFT project, and I got one
Yeah,
for him. and I don't like. I'm not
Mhm.
stoked that I have it, but also I'm
Yeah,
not disappointed. Like I don't think I'll
yeah,
do anything with it. It's kind of cool. I have access to their
yeah,
Discord now, so I
yeah.
guess that's
I
cool.
this was
Yeah.
during the summertime where I feel NFTs this past summer they were pretty hype, and maybe even the summer before. But I don't know what it is now. I haven't really been um maybe it's just because I haven't been researching that much about NFTs, but I feel like they've kind of simmered down a little bit in terms of the hype scale.
Oh,
So,
100%.
especially you hear about all these cryptocurrencies that are failing like crazy, like they're getting backed up by so much money and then just blowing up and then going bankrupt or however that works.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
exactly super well versed. I should
That whole that whole crypto scene kind
yeah.
of
Yeah.
fell off.
Yeah.
It sucked
Dude,
me in for a while. I was
I kind of
convinced.
wish back when Doge was popping off that I got some Doge. I never ended up doing it. I was just too scared. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. But
I know someone that made $40,000 from
yeah, yeah, you hear
Doge.
those stories. It's like,
It's fucking
gosh damn
crazy.
it. Um,
Yeah, and GameStop too. That's
GameStop,
another one. You know, dude,
what the movie theater, as well that popped off. Re I
Regal.
it might have been Regal. It might have been yeah, I think it was Regal. Regal was popping off
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. I just can't imagine.
Yeah.
Um, any new Legos? I've been thinking. That's another thing I've been thinking about, dude. I was like, fuck, I need to
Dude,
get a
yeah,
Lego set.
I haven't, but I like I've been itching to go. I've been itching to go. I'm definitely gonna go soon and get a new set. Um, and it's probably gonna be, excuse me, it's probably gonna be Star Wars related. I think I'm gonna stay on the Star Wars.
Nice. Are you a Harry Potter
I am a
fan?
Harry Potter fan.
Did we
I
talk
think
about
we
Harry
did.
Potter
I
last
think we
time?
did
I
talk
don't
about.
think we did. Did we?
Yeah, maybe just a little bit. We talked
Okay,
about the
well,
Hogwarts Legacy game, I think.
gotcha. Okay, so I, for the first time, have watched through the Harry
No,
Potter movies recently, and I'm on. I haven't watched number six, but I'm on number
bro.
six.
What do you think so
Yeah,
far?
dude,
Yeah,
unbelievable. First of all, um, number four was
okay.
my favorite so far.
Yeah, Goblet of
Goblet
Fire
of
is sick. I
Fire.
love Goblet of Fire.
Yeah, Order of the Phoenix. It was
Yep,
all
yep.
right. And now I'm on six, and I
Yeah.
know some shit's about to
Dude,
go
oh my
down. So
God. To be able to go back to my first time watching Harry Potter and just absorb it.
yeah,
Oh my gosh. I think I watched all the movies straight through in a day. Um, yeah, I was just that
goddamn.
into it. But I that's the other thing I want to do. I want to go back and rewatch those because I think the last time
Yeah.
I rewatched them was the this past summer. I watched them. Um,
Who's your favorite character
um,
besides Harry?
my favorite character, I really like Snape. Uh,
Dude, me
Snape is
fucking
such
too.
interesting character and the depth. Yeah,
He's
he's
so
really
funny.
funny and the depth behind everything. You'll understand a lot more about Snape. Um, but yeah, he's really good. Love me some Dobby. Dobby.
Oh, fucking. He annoys the shit out of
Yeah, he's
me.
funny. He's really funny. Um,
That is.
yeah, I don't know. I love them all. And then you've already seen Goblet of Fire, so the when they're doing the tournament, you know, with all the houses,
Yeah.
and shoot, the kid who dies at the end, um, from
Oh, the
Twilight, yeah,
kid from Twilight.
Pedersen or
Yeah.
something. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
he was. I liked him. I was kind of sad when he died. Um, But yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about Voldemort?
Okay, so I kind of do a decent impression of Voldemort, and that's why I really like him. Um,
Yeah. Let's
um,
hear it.
these they have an event going on
What
outside,
what
and I swear, bro, they hear me when I'm like talking. They'll, they'll come by. There's a little door. I wish I could show you, but there's a door, and it's primarily covered, but there's a little part of the glass in the door that you can peer through. And whenever I do something loud, they come over and they look at me, and I'm like, anyways. But yeah, like randomly, if I find like for one of my entrepreneurship classes, I had to find a stick out in the wilderness and bring it to class, and then we did a bunch of stuff with this stick. This is what I'm paying.
What kind of
This is
fucking
what I'm paying for.
entrepreneur
No,
class?
my parents and me are paying for it.
Bro, what kind of
Yeah,
entrepreneur class you need to bring
right.
a
Yeah, that.
stick
But
to?
it's actually like not to hype it up, but it's like one of the top 10 entrepreneurship schools in the country. So that's like you do some
Hey,
weird
fair
shit.
enough.
Anyways, first thing I
Fair
thought
enough.
about when I grabbed my stick, I found it. It had a
Yeah.
couple branches on it. And I like cut those off and was like, okay, it's a one now. And I went, "Oh, the boy who lived to die."
Oh my.
You haven't been, dude. That's the best part, bro. You got to get there.
Fuck, you just
Dude,
fucked it for me.
it's okay. You like, I mean,
Fuck.
you've
I think
probably
I've seen
the
this
scene.
scene and like,
There's
yeah,
one
yeah,
person.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Dude, okay, hot take. I think Voldemort
He
is
is
a
really cool.
sick character.
He is really cool. You'll I don't want to spoil anything for you, but you're like you start to learn
Yeah.
about who he is, and it's crazy,
Yeah.
dude. It's crazy. And his relationship with the school and stuff. I don't want to say a whole lot, but like it's
Oh
good. It's
boy.
really good. And the books are
And it's over after
yeah,
7,
Deathly
right?
Hallows Part 2 is the last one. Wait, oh wait, no,
Wait,
8.
what am I? Is 6 Deathly
Um
Hallows?
Wait, what is 6 again?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
I should know this. Oh, that's the Half-Blood Prince. Yeah, it's 8. It's 8. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what
8
I'm
is
on.
that's what I thought. So, there's Deathly you've got Half-Blood Prince, you've got Deathly Hallows, and then you've got Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Bro,
Yeah.
what?
6, 7, 8.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
God
3
damn.
more movies to go if I'm Yeah.
Right on. It's so weird seeing
Oh,
them
yeah.
all grow
Yeah,
up too.
it's crazy.
Like from number 1, seeing them just like little fucking
No.
rugrats, and
Yeah.
now they're almost, oh, they're probably
It makes me
teenagers
think
at this
about
point.
young Anakin, and that kid actor, and how I kind of wish that he was able to grow up through Anakin 's years, but I guess if you got to think about it, like the jump between the movies was a little bit too high. Like he was probably too young to film the other
Yeah.
movies, but that's one of the great things about Harry Potter. You develop a relationship to all the characters, and you watch them literally grow up. Like you watch them through their childhood. Um, so that's
For
you have
sure.
that attachment, and I wish there were some other movies that did that. But
I would say, I mean, I'm not a fan, but
yeah,
Lord of the Rings. I
yeah,
know a lot of
yeah.
people are into Lord of the
I haven't
Rings.
really watched all the Lord of the Rings. I've tried before, uh, but they're
Yeah.
long, right? They're long movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're super fucking
Um,
long. Let's get into
yeah.
tattoos a little bit. Are you looking at any artists in particular that you want to get a tattoo from? Slash, are you in the market
Totally.
for a new
Like
tattoo?
I'm ready to get one ASAP. Um,
Yeah.
and I really just want to send it because I've been looking at all these people, especially guys with patch sleeves on their forearm and stuff, and I'm like, man, I want that so bad. I want some really sick, like
Yeah.
similar to your style, like some simplistic tattoos that are just patched all over, um, kind of rock starry.
Hmm.
Um, but in terms of tattoo artists, I'm still struggling. Like, there's some good tattoo shops in Cincy, um, that I've thought about going to. Um, but I think the thing that I'm gonna do is in the next week or two, I'm gonna set up like a consultation with somebody and just be like, hey, I'm thinking about getting a griffin on my forearm. Like, can you? And this is my image. Could you draw something up? And then if I like it, we can go forward. But if not, like I might just fuck off. you know?
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
a little troublesome because you can't expect the artist to draw
Not.
something
Yeah.
and then
I
yeah,
knew that because we kind of had this conversation before, or I think I had it with Sawyer,
yeah,
but um, we were talking about how difficult it can be for someone to hop into yeah, we were all talking about this, like tattoo advice, like hopping into a
yeah,
tattoo, trusting your artist, but not really sure what they're gonna develop for you, and if you don't like it, you're kind of stuck. Um, so I don't know. I was wondering,
yeah,
like, I wouldn't. That's the other thing. I value their time, right? And I understand that they're doing this for me, and it's their work, and if I don't like it, that's it happens. But like it's still there. They worked on it. Like they were working on it for me.
yeah,
So
yeah.
if there were some way to like compensate them, I would totally do it. Like
It's usually
yeah,
with
like I
deposits.
that's the thing, dude. I'm not fully set on a design, and I don't want to commit to somebody yet. So, um, I would be like,
Yeah,
I think the way that I would approach it, and I'm not sure if you've done this before, but I'd want to go to an artist that I'm interested in and be like, um, hey man, I want to get this type of tattoo. I don't really have a set style yet. I like your style. Could I pay you to draw something up for me? And then if we like it, we can go forward. And if not, like, we can go separate ways. But I'll still pay you for making some design. And you can tell me what that
yeah.
price
I
is.
mean,
But
yeah, that is
yeah,
definitely a good way to go about it. Um, yeah, I'm probably not the best person to ask because I don't really I love I care about
yeah,
the designs of my tattoos, but once I found the artist for my sleeve and she did my first one, I was like, all right, you
exactly.
do
I mean,
whatever the fuck you want.
once you
I
find
was
that
like,
right
I don't give
artist that
a
you really love, you're comfortable with them, and you're like,
yeah.
"Fuck yeah, make me 6 or 7 more tattoos, cover my whole body," you know? I'm just not it's gonna take me a
Yeah.
little bit to get there. I'm not gonna jump right in,
Yeah.
take all my
Yeah.
clothes off and,
There's
like,
nothing wrong with that.
be
Yeah.
vulnerable.
Hey, you could always
It's
black
true,
out your
I could just
sleeve.
turn oh my god, just cover my whole arm or something.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
Right.
it's tough, like,
But I hear you. Yeah.
especially with like I hate to make excuses, but it is kind of hard with school and everything and not having a car. It's like, how the fuck am I supposed to get to a tattoo artist that isn't on my campus?
Totally.
Because the one on my campus is, and I'm not gonna say any names or anything, but the one on my campus, I don't really like want to go there because it's a
Yeah.
college town
Yeah.
tattoo shop, and those have stigmas and
Yeah.
stereotypes. So yeah,
Totally.
like they're probably decent, but I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's more. I want to go somewhere where it's not. Like I don't want to get a tattoo in my college town. That just doesn't sound right. It does not sound right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I was trying to think of like the clientele that I'll attract through my artwork, and I think it's gonna be. I mean, I have no way to predict it uh, totally, but I think it's gonna be more of people
yeah,
like
yeah,
me
don't
who
give a
just don't give a
shit.
fuck about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can totally see myself getting to that point,
Yeah.
especially when I have some of the first few tattoos that I really want to perfect and have the design down. that are super
Yeah.
important to me, like the griffin that I talk about all the time. Um, but
Yeah.
for like smaller spaces, like I know I'll see something online, I'll be like, oh, that's sick. I'll go get that tattooed anywhere, you know, regardless of
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
like tailors it a little
Yeah.
bit. I definitely could see myself being like, I don't give a fuck, just like tattoo it on me. Um, but not yet. Not I'm not
Right.
there yet.
Peyton just did.
Oh, sick.
She just did this
That's
little
cool.
guitar pick,
Yeah,
and then the building we're in um, is
dude, that's
21, so
sick.
she put
Yeah,
that
see, it's
there.
just like
Yeah.
just get it. Whatever. Small enough.
Yeah. I had. She texted me. She was like, "Where are you? Like, we're doing tiny tats." And I was like, "All right,
Yeah,
here we
that's
go."
awesome, dude. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
What's the meaning
Yeah.
behind the guitar pick, or do you play the guitar, or?
I do play the guitar, and then the inside is
Yeah.
it's brick. So my one of my favorite albums of all time is Another Brick in
Oh,
the Wall
cool.
by Pink Floyd. Or not, sorry, not Another Brick. It's called The Wall.
Mhm.
One of their songs, two of their songs are called
I'll have to
Another Brick
listen
in the
to it.
Wall. Oh, dude, it
Yeah,
is. Do you
man,
like
I
classic
do.
rock? Do you like we can I'll ask outside of the podcast just to be sure. But if you're under the influence of some
Um,
things,
I
that
mean,
album is
yeah, dude,
fucking amazing.
I love classic rock. One of my favorite bands that my dad also loves, Black Sabbath. That's a little bit, it's heavier, right?
Oh,
It's heavier, but
oh yeah.
um Black Sabbath and then Rush. We're both huge fans of Rush. Like every birthday I try to get my dad some new Rush vinyl. Um uh
Nice.
Rush, mm, shit, Dio. Oh yeah, Dio. Dio's also like I'm pretty sure he was in Black Sabbath and then he separated from Black Sabbath and he just became Dio. That they're
Yeah.
heavy too. And obviously Led Zeppelin's, sick.
Do you want to promote your
Oh, my
upcoming
thing?
thing?
My thing? Um
Yeah. Just like a little
like my
tease?
podcast? All right.
Sure.
So I this is weird because I haven't really thought about this, but
Well,
um, I don't know if I want to like tag myself, but I have a fitness page. You guys can go check it out. It's griff.gains with a Z. Um, I post a lot of lifting content on there. It's something I'm super passionate about. I've been lifting for a few years now, and eventually I hope to bodybuild, not this upcoming summer, but the following summer. Um, and 2024. So compete
2024.
once I'm out of school. That would be really cool to do. Um, so yeah, so basically, going along with my content on my IG and stuff like that, I would love to. Well, I'm gonna start a podcast. So if you guys are interested in anything related to fitness, gym bros, life in general, um, motivational pieces, all that jazz. I'll be starting a podcast and then putting some highlights on IG, and then we'll figure out where we're gonna keep the full links of the podcast. But yeah,
Nice. Are you gonna
definitely,
record a video too?
definitely, yeah.
Yeah. How do you do
How
that
do I
now?
record video? Yeah,
Oh, actually,
yeah,
we can talk about that
but
after. Yeah, yeah.
sick,
Right on,
dude.
man.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
stoked
I'm
for you
stoked
too,
for
man.
you.
Sounds like we both got some stuff that we're tackling: tattoos,
Hell yeah.
podcasts.
Yeah.
Better than
That is, welcome to
that.
the entrepreneur world.
Yeah,
So you graduate next year. What does next year's classes look like? Like, are you pretty
I
much
wish,
coasting
man.
after
I
this
wish. I
year,
don't know
or
what
is it gonna
happened,
be
but
hard?
the way I was set up, I had two majors, marketing and entrepreneurship together. I must just flipped you off. Uh, But now because of the way those are set up, the getting the entrepreneurship as a double major is a lot of extra classes that I didn't really prepare for. So it's just going to be a marketing major and then a minor in entrepreneurship, which is still, just as good. Um, but yeah, I'll still have to finish like capstone for marketing and then a few more entrepreneurship classes. But I'll finally be done with all of this. They call it My Miami Plan courses, which are just the gen ed courses that every student has to take, like your sciences and your,
Yeah.
your weird electives. So I'll finally be out of that space. So yeah, so next year it's going to be busy, like 16, 15 credit hour classes again. Um, it's crazy because some seniors are
Oh,
taking wine classes and they're like chilling and they got two classes or
wine?
some like four classes.
Wait, did
Yeah,
you just
bro.
say
Yeah,
wine?
wine. Yeah,
The
you can take a
alcohol wine.
class and learn about how to be a wine connoisseur, a sommelier. Um, so that's
Yeah.
cool. I would love to do
Damn.
that, but I don't have the time in my schedule. I don't have the time in my schedule. So unfortunately, I just have to, be an actual student. Um,
Yeah. Well, if you ever want to go to a vineyard or a
dude,
winery, we can go out to California. My family owns a vineyard out there.
yeah, 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 yeah. Check.
That'd be a sick
Let's
trip.
do it. I was in Portugal this past summer, and that was super fun. But I went with a European friend, and she like Europe Americans and Europeans are two completely different types of people. They're so much more laid back,
Hmm.
and they do a lot of different things like drink wine and just smoke sick. So it was like a new world for me going there. And she's just like, yeah, every night we're just drinking wine, finishing a bottle, finishing two bottles, and I was like, this is kind of fun. And before that, I hadn't really drank wine. I wasn't really that well versed in all the wines. So I like it though.
Yeah.
I like it. Um, I like red. I like
You
red.
like red or
I like
white?
red. Red is
Me
good,
too. Me
especially at
too.
dinners. Nice little
Yeah.
steak and red wine or something. I don't know. Gets me going.
Yep. Yeah, I agree, man. Wine is probably my. I feel like I'm getting not old, but my
Yeah.
taste buds are changing because I
I
don't
was
like
just gonna
drinking
say
beer that much
I
anymore.
used to younger Griff when he just
Yeah.
wanted to get drunk would drink beer because everybody on
Yeah.
college campuses drinks beer, but like it makes you feel bloated and
Same.
then like you're it's bad. I don't really like it
Yeah.
that much. But I'll still drink a beer, but um I like exotic beers. Like there's like different German beers or something. We have like a German pub on campus,
Mm.
and it has a bunch of crazy beers that you cannot pronounce, like Schweigfenreich, and I'll just be like, yeah, I want the Schneischen, what's in it, and it says it's infused with like banana or flowers or something. I'm like, oh, I don't know, I'll give it a try. They're usually pretty good. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but wine is I'm definitely
Damn.
more toward leaning
Yeah.
more towards wine now, for sure. Ooh,
Wine and
yeah,
whiskey for me.
bourbon.
Love
Bourbon.
whiskey.
My dad's a
Yeah.
big bourbon drinker,
Yeah.
so um, and my brother is too. And yeah, that stuff is good.
Right on. Well, let's wrap it up here, and then we can
Yeah,
chat off
for
camera
sure.
about everything else. Any last notes
Um,
for this episode?
yes,
You're gonna start a podcast. I'm gonna start
yes,
being a tattoo artist. Event, Lonely Cowboy
yes,
Mad Rabbit University event in
yes.
mid-April.
One thing that I would love for you
Depending.
to do is very quickly, because I want to post on our page an intro of Lonely Cowboy, like a quick 30-second intro about what Lonely Cowboy does, and then we can talk a little bit about like our partnership going forward. Um, just so I can start to promote more
Mm-hmm.
of the podcast. But if you want to do like a quick intro about Lonely Cowboy, um, that would be sick.
Yeah. So, I mean, fuck. Now, it differed.
Yeah.
It's gonna change a little bit now, but essentially, Lonely Cowboy, it was started to promote tattoos and mental health, and kind of bring the relationship with those two things together, and show how like tattoos, at least for me and for a lot of other people, are a form of therapy, and by getting tattoos, it I just botched that, so we're gonna not
Good.
put that in, and
Yes,
then
dude.
I'm gonna
Just
start
straight from the
over. So long,
you know it best.
yeah. So Lonely Cowboy,
You're
fuck,
good,
dude, I
bro.
haven't had to do this in a
Good. You got
while.
it.
Um, Lonely Cowboy, basically, the main goal is to try and bring mental health and tattoos, both of those communities, together. And the big part of Lonely Cowboy is our scholarship fund, where we try and provide scholarships to high school seniors interested in mental health education. Don't necessarily need to be going to college after you graduate. You don't have to have any sort of plan. The only requirement is that you are interested in mental health education. Now that I'm gonna try and not try. I'm gonna be a tattoo artist eventually, like full blown. The business model is going to shift a little bit. So now the scholarship fund is going to be coming from just donations and also from my tattoos. So I don't know exactly the number yet, but for me, like, it's really hard for me to do something just for myself. I don't feel like I
Mm.
deserve it. So every tattoo I do, I'm going to donate some portion of
Yeah.
money to the scholarship fund. Um, and same with the
Right.
clothing that we do as well. I don't know if we're going to be doing a ton of tattoo artist collabs
It's
anymore,
you.
because now
Yeah.
it's it's me. So I'm basically
Yeah.
going to be the face of Lonely Cowboy, as well
Yeah.
as a tattoo
Awesome.
artist separately. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's just basically for mental health. That's really
Yeah.
the gist I would
And
want people to know.
I'll do like a quick because I'm trying to think about how I want to post this on our page. Um, yeah. Yeah. I'll just be like,
For Mad
um,
Rabbit too.
hey everybody. So Mad Rabbit University is partnering with Lonely Cowboy Co., a brand that is trying to bring mental health and tattoos together. And we are partnering together to create some cool podcasts where we talk about tattoos and mental health and tattoo education. And we're going to call that podcast that we're doing right now Skin Deep. And we'll be continuing these podcasts weekly, and on top of that, we're each going to help each other make interesting content, promote more Mad Rabbit products, and get some tattoo artists involved as well. So this partnership is super awesome. We're very excited for it. And there's a lot of interesting stuff to come, including an awesome event that we're going to hold at Miami University in April. So stay tuned for all of this. We hope you enjoy the podcast and come check us out.
Hell yeah, dude! You should be a radio show
No,
host.
dude. No. I bought that hard. I actually went to um when I was at school in Connecticut, we took a field trip to a um some FM. I forget what FM it was. Um and the guy, he was like, "All right, I'm gonna go film. I'm gonna go on air for a second." He was like, "Yeah, yeah, guys, this is the studio. This is what we do." And he goes, "Oh shoot, I gotta go on air." And he like grabs the sheet and he presses the button. He's like, "What's up? 102 FM. Today we are here with Canterbury School students. Whoa, 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 whoa." And then he do
Oh man.
like a funny joke, um, like I don't have any joke. What do you call a singing computer? Adele. Oh my god! Tune into this next One Republic song, and then he fucking.
Uh oh, I can't hear you. Hey, bro, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. There you go. Wait, still can't hear you. Still can't hear you, bro. I can't hear you.
And then he'd press the space bar, or I
Go.
pressed the space bar and it muted me, but he'd press a button and be like,
Yeah,
One
yeah.
Republic coming in at top 10. It was so funny. I actually loved it.
Have you little point? Have you ever seen Joe
Wait a
Dirt?
minute. Why does that sound so familiar?
Honestly, I might make a design and do a Joe Dirt tattoo on.
Oh my God, yeah, I've seen Joe Dirt. Dave Spade.
Dude, fucking love Joe Dirt. That reminds me
Dude,
of like the radio show.
Yeah. Oh my
They were on the
God,
radio
bro.
show.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well,
Yeah.
let's wrap it up. Thank you guys for listening to this episode of Skin Deep / Under Convos with KEEGS. We could start a separate. It would be kind of a pain in the ass.
I don't think we have to. Let's just have
to.
a name for them. You know, let's have a name for the partnership.
Word, yeah.
fuck it.
That's what we. Yeah, me and my my two friends, we do a podcast.
Yeah.
We just call it Bill's Boys
Bill's
Edition.
Boys.
So this is just Skin Deep Edition.
Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can get into that another time. Well, thank you guys for listening, watching, viewing. Please subscribe, like, and follow Mad
Yes,
Rabbit
sir.
University. Follow Lonely Cowboy. Follow Cowboy KEEGS. That's where I'll be posting all of my art and future tattoos.
Hell yeah.
I think that's it. Word.